Hello everyone, welcome to Soumyasdiary. I am Pati. Today we will discuss about 15th Finance Commission report. Before starting the discussion, I want to ask you a simple question. What is the function of heart in your body? Maybe you will agree that it pumps blood and sends oxygen to different cells of your body, thus provides nourishment to each and every cell. Now assume that our country has a human body. Every region needs its finance for its development. But revenue generation is not same everywhere. Some region may develop, some region may remain backward due to this fiscal imbalance. This may affect the federal spirit aspired by our constitution. In order to remove these fiscal imbalances, constitution has a provision for finance commission. The Finance Commission is set up under Article 280 of the Constitution. I have mentioned the bare act of Article 280 and Article 281. Please refer to those. As per Article 280, Finance Commission is responsible for distribution of net proceeds of tax between union and state. Also the allocation among the states. Then there is need to be a formula for granting aid to be devised. The Finance Commission has to formulate it. There are many matters. Also, the President can refer to the Finance Commission. So, how it will function? The Finance Commission will function as per the law enacted by the Parliament. So, is it mandatory for the government to accept the recommendation of the Finance Commission? No, it's not mandatory. Then what is the accountability mechanism? The report of the Finance Commission has to be laid down in the Parliament in both houses with a explanatory memorandum. The government has to explain why it has accepted, why it has not accepted. But mostly all the recommendations are accepted. So now let us discuss the constitution of the 15th Finance Commission. So before coming to the terms of preference, let us try to understand the development, the development related to fiscal federalism in our country. So the first development was there was a new planning paradigm with the abolition of planning commission. The new body Niti Aayog formed, it's a think tank. It doesn't interfere with the planning as compared to the planning commission. Then there is introduction of the GST. The GST fundamentally redefined the federal relationship. Then the new union territories are formed, J&K and Ladakh. This due to the formation of the new union territories, the expenditure of the center also increased. So now let us try to understand what are the terms of preference. The terms of preference for the Finance Commission is the first term of preference is the monitorable criteria for important national flagship program. The flagship program should progress on a evidence-based mechanism. Then the second is possibility of setting up a permanent non-lapsable funding for India's defense need. Then the third thing is reorganization of Jammu and Kashmir. So we understood what is the scenario at the backdrop of which the 15th Finance Commission was constituted. Then we understood what are the important terms of reference. Now let us discuss the topic keeping these things in mind. So the first point, according to Article 280, the Finance Commission has to set the mechanism for devolution. It has to decide the percentage. So earlier there was a devolution of the net pool of 42%. Now it has been reduced to 41%. That means 1% more money will remain with the center. So why it is so? This is because of the formation of the new union territories. The central government need more expenditure. Now come to the next slide. The Finance Commission has to devise a criteria for devolution. So how the fund will be distributed among the states. In my blog, I have given it in a tabular format. I will, the parameters are mentioned there. I will discuss the parameters here. So what does that mean and what is the significance? So coming to the first parameter, the first parameter is income distance. So what is income distance? It is quite simple. Income of the highest income of the state minus lower income of the state, lowest. So that is the income distance. The more, lower the per capita income, the higher share you will get. That is 45% weightage is given to this parameter. Then what is the next criteria? Demographic performance. Population data 2011 is used to arrive at this indicator, this parameter, sorry. So the reward is given to the low fertility ratio. The weightage is 12.5%. Then forest and ecology. More percentage of forest share, then you will have the more benefit. You will get more money. So how it is calculated? The summation of total dense forest of all state is calculated. And now it is calculated in your state what is the percentage of dense forest. According to that, this parameter is set and the weightage given is 10%. In the weight diagram, its weightage is 10%. Then the next parameter is tax and fiscal effort. Reward is given to the high tax collection efficiency. How it is calculated? It is calculated as the per capita revenue generation as a percentage of per capita GDP. So you are more efficient, then you will get more. So the weightage is 2.5%. Then another factor is there, the population, that is 2011 base is taken and the percentage is 15% weight given in the weight diagram. So now the second thing comes into picture is grant in aid. So how the grants are distributed? The first grant is revenue deficit grant. The revenue deficit, the first point is revenue deficit grant. 17 states to be given some huge amount of money to eliminate the revenue deficit. Then the second is sector specific grant. There are 8 sectors like health, school education, higher education, agricultural reform, then maintenance of Pradhan Mantri Gramya Sadak Yojana, judiciary, statistics, aspirational district and block. So considering these 8 parameters, a sector specific grant is given. Then state specific grant, different states have different social need. They have different administrative governance and infrastructure. So the situation varies. So there are some parameters like social need, administrative governance and infrastructure, water and sanitation, preservation of cultural and historical monument, then cost of physical infrastructure, tourism. So considering all these factors, state specific grants will be there. Then grant to the local bodies, grant to urban local body, grant to local rural local bodies, grant in relation to the health in specific. Grants are based on the population and area as the prime parameter. Then disaster risk management. The corpus of the fund, it has to be bear by center and state. In every state it is bear by both center and state. However, the ratio varies. For northeast state it is 90:10 and for other states it's to 75:25%. Then what is the fiscal broad roadmap? It has shown. So the Finance Commission has recommended that the states and the center need to reduce their fiscal deficit and debt. And the second point is that the states who are aspiring, who are making development of power sector infrastructure, there is some relaxation may be allowed. Then the Commission is of the opinion that a new FRBM regime is to be developed, because the old regime that is based on the numbers, that is not giving enough flexibility. So the next thing is the Commission has of the view that the revenue mobilization should go beyond the income tax. We should not focus on the income tax per se. We should move beyond that. For example, tax reduction at source, stamp duty, all these things we should also target. Then there is a inverted duty structure in GST. So what is inverted duty structure? For example, you want to manufacture one good in India, but the components you are importing from other countries, when you are making the product here by importing the components, the cost is 10 rupees. But when you are importing the item itself from the foreign country, it is only 8 rupees. That means that's a kind of disincentivization to the manufacturing. So that is known as inverted duty structure. So the Commission has viewed that you should reduce the inverted duty structure, you should correct it. Then the Commission has also given its view on the fiscal management practice. It has viewed that there should be an independent fiscal council, and it will be of advisory role. It will check all the document and of the center and state, and it will have its view on the fiscal management practice. Apart from that, the Commission has also viewed that extra budgetary debt, it should be reduced because of the accountability problem. Then independent debt management cell should be developed for the state. Right now they are raising their money through the RBI, but they should have their own debt management cell. Then the states, they, for the short term imbalance of their revenue, they go to the RBI and they settle this wage and means advance. So the Commission has viewed that the state should look alternative way to this. Then the Commission has also viewed that there should be all India medical and health service, and more investment should be done in health sector. Regarding the defense and internal security, we understood the importance in the terms of reference itself. The Commission had viewed that modernization fund for development, defense and internal security should be there, and it should be a dedicated fund, and it should be a non-lapsable fund. Then regarding the centrally sponsored scheme, the Commission has viewed that there should be a third party evaluation of this centrally sponsored scheme. So these are the key recommendations made by Finance Commission. So I think this is helpful for you for prelims point of view, that weight diagram and changes as compared to 14th Finance Commission, that is a potential area for short question. Others are also, like particularly the indicators. For mains, the questions may come from the dynamics, like how the Finance Commission has tried to address the dynamism of fiscal federalism in India. So from that perspective, we may expect question. So thank you very much. That's all for today.